Hey, what's good guys, it's Zach, hope you all are doing well. You guys really like these videos, so I want to make them a regular thing on the channel. This is what's on my Android phone in this video. Obviously, as you can see right here, we've got the OnePlus 5T. I'm just going to run through some of the things that I have on it, and yeah, I'll link as many things as I can down below in the description, so make sure you check all of that out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing that I have on my 5T is this red dragon skin from dbrand, and this was a total surprise to me. As you guys know, I like the black dragon skin that they have, but this one actually showed up in my mailbox. I'm like, what is this? I opened it and my jaw dropped to the floor, because you guys should know by now that my favorite color is red. So to have this skin in this color is absolutely awesome. So I applied this to my 5T right away, and I will be applying it to pretty much every other device that I have as well. And yeah, link for this down below in the description. It is absolutely sick. All right, so first off, this will probably surprise you guys, but I'm actually not using Nova Launcher. I'm using the stock launcher that comes with the 5T. Ever since I got the Pixel, I haven't really made a heavily customized setup. If you guys remember last time, I used the V30, and that setup was pretty heavily customized. This one, obviously not so much. I like to keep things simple. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I guess I'll go ahead and start with the top widget. This one actually came from Fenix for Zooper. So I'm using Zooper widget still. Fenix for Zooper. This is a pretty nice pack here. As you can see, it's got some nice looking skins. I did use this one here, if I can find it. Here we go. Fenix number 23. And then right below here, I do have this widget. This one is from Trident 3 for Zooper. And it's got my date, it's got the weather, and it also has the time, which does bug me just a little bit because I do have the time up here, so it is a little bit redundant. But what I can actually do is get rid of that, but I'll probably do that a little later. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys Trident 3 real quick. If you haven't tried this out yet, I highly recommend that you do so. There's Trident 2, obviously, and Trident 1. They've got tons and tons of stuff in here. It's really, really nice. You got to check them out. This one here is 3 colors info, so there you go. And yeah, that's where those widgets come from. All right, so next up, let's talk about this wallpaper. There are 2 parts to it. I actually do have a folder over here dedicated to wallpaper applications. This wallpaper that I'm using did come from Wall of Fame. As you can see right here, this is where it came from. Tons of cool wallpapers in here. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this application before. You've got a ton of different wallpapers here. They're really nice and high quality. So let's check out this one, for example, just so I can show you guys. You can check out the actual full resolution of it. You can download it, and then you can quickly apply it straight from the application itself. So there you go. Really nice application. It's free on the Play Store. Again, a link to this will be in the description. But that's where I got this wallpaper. And then on top of that, I have Rainpaper. Of course, it's not raining right now. It's snowing. And yeah, it actually has a snow feature in it, if you guys didn't already know. So I'll go ahead and jump into Rainpaper if I can find it. Where is Rainpaper? Hello. There we go. Rainpaper. And what you can do is you head into customization, and then you get rid of the rain and you just do snow intensity. That's it. So it's perfect for the holidays. Unfortunately, here in Texas, we probably won't be getting any snow this year. So this is the closest I'll get to it. So there you go, and you just activate it and you're good to go. And yeah, it got a little bit of a snow effect on the home screen. I like it. And then of course, as you saw before, I do have month calendar widget. I don't think I'll ever find a replacement for it. It's really interesting how there are so many awesome calendar applications on the Play Store, but I've always come back to this one. I just love it so much. It just works, and the themes that you can get for it are awesome. I also love this view right here, and yeah, it's just really great. So you guys, I've beat that one into the ground so many times. And in case you guys are wondering, I do use the shelf option here in this launcher every once in a while. Don't use it that often. I do have a weather timeline widget in here, which is pretty cool. And then I also have a Google Now widget as well. So you can see I did order a pair of ATH M50s. M50Xs. You guys will probably notice that I said weather timeline. Yes, this is the wallpaper. Wow, this is the weather application that I've been using for a very long time. Then I moved over to Today Weather, and of course I still love that application. It's still great, but I kind of missed this one, and yeah, I just wanted to give it a shot again. So as you guys know, it looks really nice. I like the way it's laid out, and of course it does have a nice amount of customization. So if I wanted to change the interface, I could do that. Change the theme of it, change the icon set. It's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely worth it. I think it goes for like $2 or something like that. I forgot what it was, but that's the weather application that I'm using right now. Moving back over to the home screen, let's go through some of these folders. I've been using folders a lot more lately on my phones. Here is my Google folder. Most use Google applications first, so of course the Play Store, Google Keep, I use all the dang time. Google Photos, gotta love that. Google Maps, and YouTube, as well as YouTube TV. So I just recently tried out YouTube TV and I actually really like it. It works well. And now it doesn't have all of the channels that I would like to use, like NBA TV, for example. And it's not like I watch TV all the time or anything like that. In fact, I don't really have that much time to watch TV, even if I wanted to, but it does have a decent amount of channels, and apparently they're going to be adding more. The one thing that's probably missing the most for me is NBA TV, but ESPN and Fox are good enough. So there you go. On the dock there, I don't know if this is ever going to change. I've got Google Inbox, that's pretty much always going to stay there. The YouTube Creator Studio, pretty much always going to stay there as well. Twitter, pretty much always going to stay there. I'm not sure. I've tried so many different clients for Twitter and I always come back to the stock Twitter application. I'm using Textra on this phone. Sometimes it'll be Android Messages, and then of course Spotify. So I'm not sure if any of these things will change, even on other phones, maybe Textra, but other than that, these applications will pretty much always be on my dock. And then I have ESPN Fantasy for fantasy basketball. This is my main team right here. For those of you that are doing fantasy basketball, let me know what you think of my roster here. We have some injuries, but yeah, we should be good. I'm 7-0 right now. I think my squad is pretty nice, but yeah, so that's that for now. And then moving on to the tools folder, I do have a few things going on here, and probably the most important thing is LastPass. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know that I've been talking about this a few times here and there, as well as on the Android Police channel, and this is one of the most important tools that I have on this phone. Now, if you guys know me, I know I say that phrase a lot, but if you know me, you know that I'm constantly switching between different devices, whether it's smartphones for review purposes, or laptops, or desktops, or tablets. I'm constantly switching and I'm constantly logging in and out of services, which means I also constantly have to remember different passwords for these services because I don't want to use the same password for every service like I used to when I was a kid. So I use LastPass all the time and I've been using it for quite a while, which is why I was super excited when they reached out and wanted to sponsor this video. So with LastPass, I'm able to store all of my passwords in their encrypted database and just use one master password for everything. And so for example, if I wanted to jump into Snapchat, I'm on a new phone and I want to log in and I don't really remember my login password, I just type in my username. If you guys want to add me, by the way, here I am, EasyTech231, and I don't remember my password, I just tap here. I can actually use my fingerprint reader if I wanted to, so that not just anybody can get in there, which is great. I just tap that and boom, I'm in, and yeah, I'm just logging out. I'll show you guys that it works. And there we go, we're in, and there's my camera setup. But yeah, it works really easily. Let's go into Instagram, for example. I already typed in my username right there. Let's say I don't remember my password, just tap the matching logins and boom, there we go. I'll show you guys that this works as well. And yeah, it's super easy, and this also works perfectly on the desktop. I have the add-on on my browser so that I can do the same thing with websites on my desktop. It's super easy, takes out all the stress, and yeah, this is probably my most important tool here in this folder. Now I am on the free plan, but they do have LastPass Premium, which is great. It does a few things here, like it adds more security, like it adds another layer of protection with premium multi-factor authentication options. So that's really great for, if people are trying to snoop around and steal your stuff, this adds more security to that. And you also get some family sharing options as well. So LastPass is definitely one of the most important tools that I have on this phone, and I use it all the time. It's great, you guys should check it out. All right, so moving on, I do have a few more applications to share with you guys. Of course, I've talked about this one here before. I talked about it in a previous best Android apps video, but in case you guys missed that one, this one's called Changes, and basically it's a giant database of change logs. So if I go to, let's say, this application right here, it'll show me all of the different changes that were made in the previous update for that application, bug fixes and additions or subtractions and stuff like that. It's really handy if you want to keep up to date on all of the things that are changing in your applications, like for example, Send Anywhere. That's the change log from the latest update. So there you go. That's a really handy application to have on hand. And then of course I have Send Anywhere for quick file transfers, Android Pay, which I'm going to try to use more often, and then basic stuff around here. I am trying Google's Files Go application as well, which I think just recently got out of beta, which is kind of cool. And then my subscriptions. This is a recent addition as well. I think I talked about this one in a previous video as well. And this one is basically just a subscription manager. It just keeps track of all of the things that you have subscriptions for, and things like YouTube TV, Netflix, all that stuff, and you can customize it. It's really nice, and yeah, you can keep track of what you're paying for per month. I do have more services, but I have to find the days that every payment is due on. So if you wanted to add a new one, you just go in here, and recently also a lot of subscriptions were added to this database, which is really awesome. So when I first got this application. I don't think Netflix was part of it, but now it is in here, and a few other services weren't available as well. But yeah, so it's really good. The application is under good support, good development, so more services will be added in the future, and you can also make your own as well, which is kind of cool. You can add a custom icon and a custom color. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to show you guys the custom color. There we go, the custom icon rather. There you go. You can add a different icon and color, which is nice, and you can really make it your own. So this is a really handy application to have on hand if you're subscribed to a lot of things. And then on my second page, of course, I do have month calendar widget again, and GIPHY or GIPHY, whichever way you guys want to pronounce it. This is always fun. You guys should already know what this is, a giant database for GIFs. There you go. That's pretty awesome. I think there's Ball in the Family in there. That's pretty much taking up the entire trending page. And then weather timeline again, ClutchPoints for basketball scores. This is pretty much the one that I've been using for years now. And then of course the wallpaper application, which I showed you guys before, and the buy stuff folder. So these aren't all of the applications that I use to shop for stuff online. These are just the ones that I have for now. Of course, Amazon is a staple, and then Swappa as well. Swappa has been growing, which is awesome. And then Slick Deals. You guys should already know about this one. I get notifications for when things are on sale, and it is really a great place if you're looking to save some money on some pretty cool stuff. I've bought a few things thanks to this application, and yeah, it's awesome. So that's pretty much it for this whole entire setup. Again, I'll link as many things as I can down below in the description, so make sure you check that out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But that does it for me. I'll talk to you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.